Hey Ewans, welcome back to my channel. It's WinnieBeeLV, Mouth of the South. We got an intro, a little bit of an outro, and this hoe. So if you clicked on this video and you have never been here before because you saw the word first week of OZEMPIC, welcome in. I'm usually a handbag enthusiast. I like to talk about luxury, designer, low-end, high-end handbags. That's what my channel started out as and will probably continue to be, but I started a new journey. I want to take you along with me. Wednesday feels like a good thing because we're going to call it Weigh-In Wednesday. I hope that I will continue with the progress that I have made. This is a video about OZEMPIC, and I want to give you some backstory. Some of you already know my story, but I have what is known as NASH disease. So it starts out as fatty liver, then it goes to non-alcoholic fatty liver, and then it progresses to NASH, and then it gets progressively worse on your liver until you get something called cirrhosis. I believe that's what my doctor is trying to scare me with, and it's working. So last year I was diagnosed with NASH. I want to say around April. I kept having ultrasounds. I kept going and having blood work. I am still continuing to do that, the blood work. My doctor at that time prescribed me, sorry. She didn't prescribe me Ozempic. It was Mounjaro, right? Semaglutide or Semaglutide. People say it differently. But girl, I was raring to go this time last year, but I took it to CVS, to my pharmacy, and they said, you know, this is going to be over $1,200 and there's a shortage going on. And I was like, wait, what? So insurance would not cover it. You have to be pre-diabetic or type 2 diabetic. And I was very close, but not, there's an A1C marker that you have to hit to become diabetic, which is terrible. My husband is a type 1 diabetic. My son is a type 2 diabetic. He's now been on Ozempic for a year. He's lost 70 pounds. Yeah, my daughter-in-law has lost over 50. So it's been a good thing, all except for the fact that I could not get any access to the medication without paying an exorbitant price. And you all know a year ago that the Ozempic, the Mounjaro, the Wegovy, all those medications in very high demand. People were just starting out in the craze with it. I mean, it's really gone, but they are, you know, keeping up with production a little bit better than they were. At that time, I thought I could do it on my own, and then I also thought, you know, I don't want to take somebody else's medication because, you know, diabetics, I've lived with one for 30 years, so I know all about it, and I didn't want to do that. So anyway, cut to this year, I just thought, you know what, I'll do it. I'll just lose the weight myself. Now I'm a mid-50s-year-old grandma, so on her own, and of course very post-menopausal. Yeah, so for me, I don't know if it's, I can only attest to what I know and my experiences. I'm just telling you what I have found out. I've watched a million videos, and I have to tell you, I'm not a doctor. I am not a healthcare professional in any way, shape, or form. I just am someone who needs to lose weight to try and help this diagnosis of NASH disease. So when I first started last year, I thought, okay, I'll do it on my own. No problem. Hey, we're here. We're going to do this. I did take it very seriously, and I did out of the gate lose 25 pounds. Right off the bat. I will share with you my top weight, but it's scary, and I don't think I've told many people the actual number, but as the video goes on, maybe I'll reveal that in just a bit. But anyway, I lost 25 pounds, and then of course life stepped in, things happened, and I slowly yo-yoed my way back 11 or 12 pounds back on. Instead of going down in my weight, I stopped what I was doing, wanted to eat everything in sight, and proceeded to do so. Cut to this year, my numbers, again, my own doctor has been doing my lab work every 4 months just so they can keep up with my liver enzyme numbers. They are still double and more of what they should be, obviously because I have this diagnosis. So that's the backstory, the blood work and all of that. And my doctor said to me just 3 weeks ago, she was like, I want you to go on this. Unfortunately, you can't, I can't prescribe you a compound version of it. If I prescribe you, you know, one of the Wegovy, Ozempic, Mounjaro, one of those, Zepbound or whatever, your insurance just, we've tried to run it up the flagpole many times, your insurance won't budge. So that's a sad situation because I feel like, you know, it's a basic human right to have good health and good health care. But in America, I'm not going to get started on it. It's just the way it is, and my insurance is, they just said no. So no more comment on that, but just to say, so once I tried with the doctor, she did tell me, she's like, you know, there are med spas, there are weight loss clinics, there are places that you can go and try to get on the medicine. So several years ago, my husband and I both did the HCG shots, were all the rage, and that was basically a starvation diet. We did lose down a whole lot of weight, but of course we put it right back on. Plus, so yeah, the yo-yo dieting isn't great on my liver either, but that's where we're at. And I decided to go back to that doctor. It's actually a sports medicine clinic of all things, but he does specialize in weight loss, and he's very familiar with, you know, diseases that are from obesity. And so I did go back to him. I was fortunate to see one of his nurse practitioners last week, and so I took the shot as soon as she gave it to me. Not as soon as, but I, you know, took it home, and I took it that very night, I want to say. So I have been on it. Today is a week. You're seeing this on a Wednesday, but I am actually recording this a week after I started, so it might be a day or two before, through the movie magic of editing, girl. But anyhow, yeah, so I just, like I said, white knuckled it for so long. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. But I was very scared because I have watched a million videos, and when I tell you I have watched all the videos, the common thing that people were complaining about, and even in my own family, my sister-in-law, also my daughter-in-law experienced it when she first went on Ozempic. Both of them experienced, I want to call it gastroparesis, which is like some kind of bad gut. We had to go to the hospital. It was just a bad thing. So that scared me very much. It scared me. Also, people have complained of nausea, severe nausea, eating the wrong thing and having to sit in the bathroom while going and throwing up, just to be bluntly honest, and all of those things compounded. I just wanted to just research and see like what the options were and what should I do that when I first go on it. And I have to tell you, after 1 week, I have had very little nausea. I did try to eat a whole grain pita, half of a pita bread one night with some hummus. I don't know if it was the pita bread or the hummus, but I did have a little bit of upset stomach and nausea. So what I do to combat that, I try to head it off before it happens. My diet is very good. I did not continue on the same path that I was. I cut out all of the junk, all the processed, all of the things that I was eating 2 weeks ago. I am no longer eating on this diet so far because I just don't have any cravings. I don't have any want to eat the crappy food that I was eating. It's crazy, I know, but just 1 weekend and I feel like, wow. I mean, I can go to the grocery store and all of the things I see, I'm just kind of like, ice cream, okay. I don't want to be like eating the whole tub in the car anymore. But yeah, some of the things I do for nausea, I take these gummies every day, which have ginger in them. They taste really good. You can get these everywhere, Amazon, online. I happen to find these at TJ Maxx. And Marshall's has them too. They're like $9. They're really good. I take 2 of these. I also have kidney stone disease. So all last week while I was taking the shot, I also had kidney stones. But the doctor does give me an anti-nausea medication called Zofran for that, and Phenergan. I haven't taken any of the Phenergan. If anybody's familiar with Phenergan, it does make you very, very sleepy, and it really absolutely knocks me out. Zofran doesn't do that. So I have taken a couple of the Zofran, but mostly I've relied on like this Dramamine with ginger. I also keep pickled ginger in the fridge. It's kind of that stuff that you get when you eat sushi. They kind of put with the wasabi. It's that stuff. I'm not crazy about it, but when I get nausea, I will try to relieve that any which way. I haven't had any heartburn. I haven't thrown up. So I'm going to tell you about my bathroom experiences, TMI. It will go into TMI, and I'm sorry. But I have had normal, I want to say days 1, 2, and 3. I went the second day just like I normally would. And then days 3, 4, and maybe 5, I did not go at all. But I decided to head that off with drinking this every day, which is Daily Fiber Psyllium Husk Daily Fiber Supplements. You just put a heaping teaspoon of this in 8 ounces of cold water, mix it up really well, and chug it. That has done wonders. I have been totally regular, girl. I'm good. We're not having any issues there. So yeah, I want to say all the things, the horror stories that I've heard and all the things that have happened to people, the like, oh my gosh, this happened to me on Ozempic, have not happened to me. That's not to say that it won't, girl, because of course when you speak something into existence, right? But yeah, I want to say that all of the terrible horror stories and the, you know, just awful like passing out, throwing up, none of that has happened to me. I have just been a little bit nauseated, and that's it. I want to say though, I changed my diet, and not because, well, I was scared. I got really scared to not change my diet because I felt like if I continued eating the way I was, you know, we eat out 3-4 times a week. I mean, just like every other family, we, you know, totally eat too much crap, chips, you know, cakes, pies, whatever, ice cream. Girl, yes, all of that is in my fridge and my, you know, pantry downstairs, but I've just not been eating it. So I get up every day and I have coffee with half of a thing of protein, Premier Protein Power drink. I bought a case of those at Sam's Club, and they're really good and really delicious. I used to have a little bit of creamer in my coffee. Sometimes I drink it black. Instead of creamer, I've replaced that with the yummy protein drink. And I drink half of that in my coffee in the morning. I know it sounds crazy, but it's really actually good. And that puts a little bit of stuff on my stomach. And then I eat probably 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt. I put a teaspoonful of honey on that because it's good. And I have either an apple or a banana and a boiled egg. And that is it. And girl, it's kind of like I'm choking it down because I don't want to eat, but I fast as well. I've fasted since 2017. I've been an intermittent faster. Of course, I started that because I thought, oh my God, I'm going to lose 100 pounds. Yeah, when you shove a bunch of calories into a smaller eating window, it's the same as eating, you know, a bunch of calories all day. I didn't lose much weight, but I have become accustomed to not eating past 5 or 6 o'clock at night and then not start eating again till 10 or 11 the next day. So yeah, I've always done that, you know, 14, 15, 16 hour fast. So I fast for my, you know, 16, 17 hours, whatever it is. And I get up and basically I don't want anything right away. So then when I finally do think, yeah, I could eat, I go down there and fix that for breakfast. For lunch, I have the rest of the protein drink, which is delicious. And it puts a little something on my stomach. And then I really kind of don't want to eat much, but I'm sort of one of those people that can eat the same thing over and over and over and over again. So I definitely have eaten Brussels sprouts, riced cauliflower in very limited quantities, and like I want to say chicken breast nuggets that we got at Sam's that are really good. It's like a rotisserie chicken. They keep them in the refrigerated section. I just get like 4 or 5 of those out and put it on top of there. I add Parmesan cheese. I'll add a little bit of soy sauce, some salt and pepper, good to go. And I've just been eating that. Now, here's what I want you to know. For the Weight Loss Wednesday, I have lost in 1 week on Ozempic 8 pounds. 8 pounds. I have never lost 8 pounds in a week. Maybe when I was in my 20s, but it's been a minute, girl. So I am very, very amazed at that. I'm amazed that I don't have the amount of cravings that just a little over a week ago, I woke up every day thinking, I'm gonna have a pancake. Let me have some honey toast. Let me have, you know what I mean? Like bread, pastas. I'm not so big on pasta, but I was craving pasta a lot. And so, yeah, I went from that to not wanting any of that stuff. It is amazing to me that all those cravings left. Now, it's the night that I'm going to do my shot. So I did watch some videos, as I've said, but some of the people who do their shots, they say towards the day 6 and 7 of you getting ready to do your shot again, some of the hunger does come back. And I did experience that today. I was a little more hungry than I had been, but I ate the same thing and I was fine. I was totally fine. So yeah, I'm not wanting a whole lot of junk. I'm not, craving a whole lot of sugary things. I haven't eaten anything bad. So it felt like if I did the protein, ate 3 or 4 veg a day, sometimes I'll eat a banana and an apple, a couple of fruits, some grapes, whatever. I feel like if I stick to a more whole food diet, that's what's done it for me. I see a lot of the videos where people say, I didn't change my diet, I just kept right on. And I'm like, well, that might be why you got really sick, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a medical degree. What do I know? But for me, I didn't want to go there because I'm one of those people that hates to throw up. I don't know if you are like this, but oh girl, I will do anything in this world to try not to throw up. One other side effect that I did have, I want to say the first 3 days after I took the shot, but I need to tell you that it was a sinusy headache because the day before I took the shot and went on the Ozempic, I had one too. So I'm not really sure if it's it probably is a combination of me just eating a bunch of junk and cold turkey stopping. And then maybe that's what gave me a little bit of a headache. I won't say it was a migraine. It was just a bad headache. I was off all last week. People take their shots in different days of the week. I hear a lot of people say that weekends are their hard time, so they take it on Friday just to go into the weekend, with fully dosed up in their medicine. So on the shot now, I'm on the 0.25, which is the lowest dose of Ozempic. I'll do that for 4 weeks, and then I have to consult the doctor and tell them, hey, if I'm doing good, they'll let me move up to 0.50, I guess is what it's called on the little pen. And then I know a lot of people will ask this, what's changed now that you didn't want to get it last year for $1,200? It's still $1,200. The thing is, my insurance is still not going for it, but this weight loss clinic or sports medicine clinic that I'm going to, they do have it compounded, so it's way cheaper than getting the little pins. So I will probably be doing that. I'm not sure if maybe they can get my insurance because I have a diagnosis of NASH disease, but I feel like if they could do it, why couldn't my doctor, right? So anyway, that all to say, like, Weight Loss Wednesday is a success so far. I have lost the 8 pounds. So I guess I'm going to be totally honest and forthcoming, or truth tell, whatever. I want to tell you, I guess I'll tell you my starting weight, which I don't think I've ever told anyone. It was last year 242 pounds. Yeah, I know. I can't even fathom that number. I wasn't even that much on my last baby, which I gained the most weight with. So yeah, it's very sobering. But I went on a diet last year. And like I said, I lost down to I want to say 217. That was the lowest I got last year. And then slowly but surely, I made my way back up to, at the clinic that I went to and at my doctor's office the week before, I was 229. Today I am 221. I mean, it's embarrassing, and it's like just your soul laid open to bear, or whatever they say. How do they say that? But anyway, my soul is just opened up to you guys. So yeah, I'm hoping that it will continue to drop. I'm confident that it will, because I just don't want, I'm shocked about this. I'm very shocked about this, that the medication, because everybody said, like, you won't want to eat, you'll have to force yourself to eat. And they're right. Like, I eat because I just want to get good nutrition. I feel like if I don't eat and I just go several hours without. I think the nausea does creep in as well. So at least have a protein shake. I feel like do something to combat that empty stomach feeling. Drink a lot of water. I've been doing that. But yeah, I don't have any bad. I gave myself the shot in my right side near my little bit over from my belly button. Girl, that belly button's been gone for a while, but I found it. Anyway, I went there. I think I'm going to move around because a lot of people say in the belly it does make you more nauseated or nauseous. So I just don't want to go there. I just don't want to get nauseated. I just don't want to throw up. I just don't want to get sick. I just don't want to be on the toilet. I just don't want to do any of that. Like, none of that is desirable. Like, I feel like that would make me want to stop doing OZEMPIC. But the results are what's going to keep me going. But yeah, I feel like if you change your diet and, you know, try to at least incorporate lots of protein, lots of, you know, veg and holistic whole foods instead, plant-based or whatever. I hear that red meat always makes people sick, so I haven't eaten red meat for a long time because of my liver situation, so that's covered. I just don't do that. But I was eating like the Impossible burgers, the Impossible meat. I'm not really sure if I'm going to try that. For the weekend, my husband did make me on both days, on Saturday and Sunday, Bill made protein power waffles. I know you've seen the protein powder that they, you know, you can make pancakes or waffles, and he made me those, and I just needed one. It was delicious. I had my coffee with the protein powder or with the protein shake. It was amazing. So yeah, I encourage you to try if this is something you guys are into. Let me know if you're into me doing a weight loss Wednesday or if you just want to go back to the handbags and the luxury whatever talk. But this was fun for me. I've always wanted to be a weight loss channel secretly, but the one thing that stopped me all along these last 5 years that I've been on YouTube is I've never really lost much weight. So yeah, maybe it's finally gonna happen for me. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Hopefully I'll do an unboxing of sort over the weekend. If not, I'll get up to something, who knows. And next Wednesday, of course, we'll try again. We'll see if I've lost more. But yeah, it's very sobering telling you guys my starting weight and my weight now. Even though it's less, it still stings. Okay, do me a favor, if you will, hit that subscribe, hit the like, comment down below if you have taken Ozempic, what your hints, your successes are. I will put some creators down in my description box too that I know Shani Cole, who is also a handbag creator. I've watched a lot of her videos, if not all of them, a few times. She has had great success, and she's been doing Semaglutide for a while, and I think she did Glutide at first. But anyway, she is a great wealth of information, and so I learned a lot from watching her videos. So I will definitely put her down in the box so you can click over and watch her videos as well. All right, do me one more favor, girl. If y'all see my husband, don't tell him nothing. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you, like, this stuff, it's rough. It is not the most delicious. Do you guys remember Tang? You guys that are my age, you remember Tang? I mean, I want to say it's kind of like that, and I was never a big Tang drinker, so it's just more gritty. And then you never get it mixed up as well, and so you end up the last little bits just grit. But girl, to go. So I won't get all stopped up and backed up. No, ma'am, I don't like that. I will just about do anything to combat getting sick or any of the other problems that people have. Yes, girl, I will do it. Hey, do me a favor. I'm gonna put a video right here. Click it and keep on watching. Happy Weight Loss Wednesday, biatch.